Welcome to Legislative Report with State Representative Todd Polinchock, newly elected by the people of the 144th District in Bucks County to represent them in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. On this short program, Representative Polinchock wants to let his constituents know what he'll be working on as he begins his first term as a state representative. Representative, congratulations on your win and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, I know you've already spoken to thousands of your constituents back home, but just briefly, can you tell us a little bit about your personal history?
Absolutely, be happy to. I'm a 20-year retired Navy pilot, Desert Storm combat veteran. After I got out of the military, I decided to do a similar job. I decided to fly a desk, so I became a real estate agent, which allowed me to really dive into my community, love the job, and as an agent, I was able to come up here to Harrisburg and advocate for homeowners and the dream of homeownership, and it was just a perfect fit for when my state representative decided to retire. I said, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot, and so here I am.
Now, you mentioned you're a graduate of the Naval Academy.
Yes.
What was it like to 20 years, as a naval pilot? What was that experience like for you?
I will tell you, there was nothing more gratifying than being in the service, not just the fact that you get to serve your country and your community, but the camaraderie and the loyalty you build, and it's just a special group of people, and I think it kind of guided my moral compass to where I want to be moving forward.
We've had a number of representatives that have had military careers. How has your military career and those experiences impacted your decisions as far as what you wanted to do after you left the Navy?
Well, the one thing in the military is it's all about coalition building. You don't get anything done unless you're a member of a team and you're creating things together and working together. So I think this is kind of a time where we need people like this in the legislature to build those teams to get things accomplished. And I think it might be just the right time for a guy like me to be in here.
So what drew you to public service then?
Well, I've always been service-oriented, wanted to do things for my community. When I got into real estate, I became the president of the Bucks Realtors within a couple of years. Then I went on to be the president of State Realtor. So I always kind of want to get to the top of my field. This was just another great way to serve. My kids are now at college age, and the timing was perfect for me to step up. We had a fantastic state representative who decided to retire after 18 years. So when the opportunity gave itself to me, I said, let's go.
There's been a lot of talk lately as far as the role of government in American citizens' life. What is your philosophy on that?
The role of government should be less government and the citizens' rights. I think our job is here to make our citizens' lives better. I don't remember exactly the Reagan quote, but I know he had a great one about small government, and I live by that philosophy as well. We should make it easier for small businesses to thrive. Nothing's better than walking down your town streets and visiting a mom and pop shop and saying hi to people that know you by name. So I think our job is to get out of people's way, keep their tax dollars in their pocket, and grow small business.
So with that perspective and this new job, what is on the agenda for you as a lawmaker?
Taxes, taxes, taxes.
The
big thing, absolutely. And I know that's easier said than done, but one of the biggest things we need to do is not keep going for low-hanging fruit every time we want to try a different thing. And another big one for me that I've grown very familiar with as a real estate agent and as a realtor is that seniors have been living in their homes for 30-some years, grown their families there, have all their memories there, and because we keep raising their taxes and they're on fixed incomes, they're losing their houses, and that's unacceptable. Something has to be done to change that.
Big part of this job, obviously, is communicating your opinions and the issues that are affecting people back home.
Yeah.
How do you plan on communicating with your constituents while you're here in Harrisburg?
Well, that's an enormous task because not everybody wants to be communicated to the same way. So I'm taking a multifaceted approach, just as I've done with my past business as well. We're very active in social media. I have a very active Facebook page, not just my personal page, with which you'll learn insights to me and my family. My family always says I'm a little too out there with our lives, but that's just how I am. And my state page as well is going to keep people informed of what's going on. We have very important issues in our district, and they need to know on a timely basis how to do that. Then we're going to have folks that don't use social media. You're going to have seniors that still rely on the newsletter. We're going to be going with the newsletter. Some folks prefer email and that type of media. We're going to be doing email and video. Video is very important. People can get the message very quickly on where we stand with that kind of stuff. And then there's still the old-fashioned snail mail that we can get information out. But there's only one thing that matters most, is that they see me. So My job is not to sit behind my desk and talk about policy. My job is to get out there in the community and visit people. If people want to see me in my district, they're going to get an opportunity. We're going to do a ton of meet and greets. We're going to be all over the community, visiting local businesses and meeting folks in their businesses so that we can help get them business while we meet our constituents. That's the key. Get out there and shake hands and meet people.
It sounds like you have a pretty busy first couple months in
I
plans.
can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
You did mention your family. Can you tell us briefly about them?
Yes, I have my children are wonderful. I have a son who just recently got accepted to Westchester. He'll be going to Westchester University. And I have a daughter who is up at Emerson College in Boston, who's a junior working on, of all things, media production.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, can you tell us where your district office is going to be located and some of the other ways that your constituents can reach out and get in touch with you?
Absolutely. Our district office will be opening shortly, and it is right smack in the heart of my district in the borough of Chalfont. It's at 17 West Butler Avenue. It's a great location right on Butler Avenue and Main Street in Chalfont, and it'll be an easy location for folks to come visit me, and I encourage them to do so. Also, we have our office here in the Capitol. We're in the East Wing in room 141E.
Now, you've come to the Capitol, obviously,
Yes.
and walked in as a representative-elect, representative. What message do you want to send back to your constituents back home?
I need my constituents to know that I took this job because they matter to me. My community matters to me. I chaired the Veteran Affairs Committee in Warrington because I wanted to make sure our veterans were taken care of. I took this job because I want to make sure that our people are taken care of. We have big issues in my district. One, we have a water contamination issue. We have road extension issues. There's all kinds of stuff going on. And I want my constituents to know they need to reach out to me. I like to think I'm very approachable and I care about them. Let's get things done together. If I don't know about it, I can't fix it. But I want to really work hard so that my constituents have the best representation they can have.
It sounds like they will. Representative, thank you so much for joining us here today, and congratulations again on your win.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate that.
Anytime.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have for today's program, and we'd like to thank you for watching. You'll see Representative Polinchock's contact information again in just a few moments. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.